Hi everyone, today is Tuesday Unboxing Day. Okay, it's special because we've got a fantastic gift that's just come in from one of our top suppliers, and with me here is Mary, and then we have of course Phony. Come and say hello. And so this is our Just Get Gorgeous team here in Kota, Kinabalu, our aesthetic medical spa. Now, right down here is the two most important skincare ingredients that we have here in the clinic, right? Fantastic. It's always sold out, and during this particular time, if you're interested in it, we have a 60% discount, and we're going to talk about that later when we talk about the Aesthetic Getaways gift card. So there you go, Mary, open it up. So remember, top two, while Mary is kind of like opening this unboxed gift, there are two things that are very important here when you talk about skincare. There are actually three modes of treatment that is very important. Number one is always repair, followed by restore, and then protect. These are the three main kind of like procedures that you want when you have a skincare. So I don't care what you have on your table, just remember, it starts off with the repair first because of the damage that the skin has undergone over the period of the whole day. And then you've got something to put in to restore, and then we talk about protection. Now here we have, okay, so this is the brochure that comes with it. So the top two skincare products that we have in the practice, which I give to all my plastic surgery patients. Number one is you need a moisturizer, very important, a powerful, intense moisturizer. And the second one is you need a sunscreen, okay? In fact, the most important skincare that's on your table should be the sunscreen, all right? That is the key to keeping your skin healthy and kind of like delaying any premature aging of the skin. This is very important. So when I talk about restoration, the key ingredient that you want to restore is called hydration. Remember that. Okay, so we've got two products in here. We are our top sellers, and if you're interested in it, I would tell you that this is like a husband and wife who are deeply in love with one another, because one feeds the other, and when you put it together, it potentiates the skincare treatment that you have. Okay, why? Because there are two processes that are going on. One is you're restoring what has been lost, and secondly, you're protecting it from getting lost further. So here we are, and so we have with us, what's this? Oh, okay, so the first one is called Hyaluronic. Oh, nice, Hyaluronic, nice color, green. Okay, green is for life. So Hyaluronic is the first one that I'm going to talk about. And is there any more?
Yeah.
You got some more? Wow, okay, wow, this is the combination. Oh, here we go. So this is from a company that's in Europe. It's the #1 aesthetic company that is there for, it's called Dermaceutic. And I always have this in combination, right? If you have anything that you require for your skincare treatment, remember you need an intense moisturizer and you need a powerful sunscreen. Okay, so I'm going to briefly talk to you about why Hyaluronic is the #1 ingredient that I use here in my practice. And it's because it restores what's lost. And the key, can I have the model please? And the key to restoration is always hyaluronic acid. All right, so whenever I talk about aging, I always talk about this model that I have in here, and I wonder if we can see it. So basically, when you talk about wrinkles and aging of the skin, we are always talking about the dermis. Remember that the dermis supports the epidermis. These are the two layers of the skin. And so if you're going to talk about any support, anything to do with restoring, you are restoring the dermis, the cellular matrix of the dermis. So that's very important. So Hyaluronic is a very intense moisturizer that keeps the skin nice and supple. And that's why I love it, and that's why it's important for you to know. And now, the key ingredient is what we see here. So we've got a nice brochure here, okay? Yeah. And so open up to Hyaluronic. And it says here the important function of it, of course, is the key purpose is hydration. And that hydration prevents any premature aging of the skin. That's very important. And it's a 24-hour intense moisturizer. So it lasts for about 24 hours. And the key ingredient is hyaluronic acid. Remember that. Everybody say hyaluronic acid. Okay, because that is the one content that holds the moisture. So it's about 5.5%. And the key thing about why I like about hyaluronic is because the hyaluronic acid comes in two molecular weights. It's got a low molecular weight and it's got a high molecular weight. Very important. So whenever you are looking for a good moisturizer, remember that number one, it must contain hyaluronic acid. Number two, it must have both these molecular weights. Why? Because the low molecular weight can go right through into the skin, superficial layers, and it adds the suppleness and the firmness to the skin. That's what the low molecular weight does. The high molecular weight is the one that keeps the skin nice and moisture because it's got what's called a hygroscopic action, and that is it retains the moisture, it absorbs the moisture, and hyaluronic acid absorbs the moisture from the environment. Remember that. So if the environment is dry and there's not much of moisture in there, you're going to get a dry and dehydrated skin. So you need a very intense moisturizer. Okay, so these are the very important things. And so it's about 5.5%. And remember that the high molecular weight adds its protective function as well. So this is very good because it's got a dual function. One, it moisturizes, so it restores whatever has been lost from the dermis, whatever you have lost out on account of the whole process of skin dehydration. And so if you have dehydrated skin, you've got sagging of the skin, you feel heavy, you need moisturizing, you need it to get supple, you get soft, you need hyaluronic. All right, so it's an intense moisturizer. Remember that. I think the other content that it has, which I really like, is jojoba oil. And so the jojoba oil helps also in the surface layer, keeps it nice and moist, retains the moisture, helps in the skin barrier, and it also has a very powerful antioxidant protection provided by vitamin E. So that's the antioxidant factor that comes into it. So it's fantastic, it's powerful, and I love it because it helps to feed and bathe the cellular matrix. The cellular matrix is this part of the dermis that ages with skin. So when you get dehydrated, your wrinkles get deeper and deeper. So what we want to do is we want to hydrate the cellular matrix so that it's nice and soft and supple. Okay, so what's the other one that we have? Sunsutic. All right, listen, it's the most important skincare that should be on your table. Sunsutic. I love it because all my patients, after every treatment, they always go home with this pair of hyaluronic and Sunsutic. Okay, very important. Now, the Sunsutic has got an SPF of 50, sun protective factor of 50, and why I like it is because it's got a very good age defense mechanism. And so the one that causes all the problems in aging is called photoaging. Photoaging is a disease. Write it down. All right, it is a disease. And so you got to treat it like a disease. And how do you treat it? In other words, you need to protect it, right? And so this is what Sunsutic does. It's got a protective factor of 50, plus 50. And it does it by reflecting off the sun rays, the UVA and UVB rays that come from the UV radiation. Remember that. You need to filter it off. So it's got what's called mineral filters. And these mineral filters reflect off. They are physical barriers that prevent the damage from UV radiation. Okay, so the two physical protectors that we have here, one is zinc oxide, and the other one is titanium oxide. Remember, zinc is powerful. Zinc protects. Zinc helps to keep all the mineral requirements in the skin nice and supple. So you need that. Okay, so this is what is offered by the Sunsutic. And the beautiful thing about our patients is that when they put it on, it's not creamy. It's got a transparent finish and it gives you a very light glow, in fact, you know. So when you combine this together with hyaluronic, you got a very powerful moisturizer. You know why? Because the Sunsutic also contains hyaluronic acid. So when you have a double function of hyaluronic acid, hydration is going to get key. If you're having dehydrated skin, it's going to get nice and hydrated, it's going to get nice and protected, it's going to restore the cellular matrix of the dermis, and you're going to get a nice, healthy, supple skin. Voila! Isn't that fantastic? So, if you're interested, just contact the girls at 016-8245-224. See ya!